what sort of probably totally innocent and not at all terrible things you did in the last session, and can give us a recap.
Oh, God. So I believe it goes back to when Jonderlug, the man with the plan, gave us like a laundry list of things to go do and or get to help expel this fog. Step 1 was an Azer heart. We fucking nailed that. And then we learned we needed a vial full of pixie blood. I don't know if he gave us any vials or what we were supposed to collect this pixie blood in.
Oh no.
We
We're
went to go
resourceful.
we went to go find some pixies. Found them. Talked to them. Apparently their home had been ravaged by some displacer beasts. And they're like, hey, go take care of those displacer beasts for us. And we're like, yeah, we'll definitely do that and ask no questions. We found where the displacer beasts are. And I'm pretty sure what happened next could only be described as a criminal act. Where we killed the 2 displacer beasts to find out that they were parents. And there was a baby displacer beast in the cave. And I feel like no one else is as sad about that as Fal probably is.
Correct.
So now we have proof that we killed the displacer beasts. I believe somebody cut off at least one of their tails. To bring back to the Pixies in order to show them, like, look, it's done. Now you need to keep up your end of the bargain. And we're on our way back to go tell the Pixies about that right now.
Am I wrong in remembering that we leveled up? Was that a fever dream?
We did, but I think we have to rest.
That's right. That's right. Thank you.
You do need a long rest, which I don't know if anybody like researched what they're going to do, but I'm sure that's going to happen at some point during this session.
I mean, I'm a martial class. It's real easy for me.
Yeah, good thing I prepared to do that.
Good.
Boom!
Extra
Roll a
attack.
hit die. Done.
Woo! I get uncanny dodge.
So,
Attack.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, I was hearing about level 5.
We're excited, okay? He gets extra attack.
That is exciting. Super exciting.
It's something.
So yeah, I think we finished. Like, you've got baby displacer beast. You've snuck him past the corpse of his parents without him seeing, or her. I don't know if I'd specified a gender for baby displacer beast yet.
I don't think he did.
I don't think so, and I think all of us have been too exhausted to even notice.
All right. So you've made it back to the mouth of the cave, and I don't think the cave was very far from the pixie tree. So I will turn it over to you guys now as far as what you want to do.
Wah.
Well, I think we're all very hurt, if I remember correctly.
It's not great.
Barely breathing.
Yes, I am bleeding everywhere.
I think the right play would be to try to bring the displacer pup back to the Pixies, and hope that they can either heal us or give us safe refuge while we tend to our wounds.
I
agree. Just for the record, if they attack us, I'm running.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah, I'm with
Pixies?
you.
What would they attack us for? We did what they wanted.
Or maybe they're evil.
Yeah, it's
They could just be messing with us.
Yeah.
I mean, then I wouldn't feel so bad about wringing them out like a washcloth.
yeah, maybe we could avoid that.
Does solve the moral conundrum.
So,
I mean, if they turn out to be evil, come on.
so, like, parent time. I remember we discussed what to do with this little displacer dude. And then perhaps because of the blood loss, I'd forgotten it. It definitely hasn't been, 3 weeks since we just exited that cave or anything. Don't be ridiculous. Did we,
It sure feels like it's been 3 weeks.
It hurts enough. I agree with that, dude. Do we have, like, a plan of what to do with the displacer beast? With this little dude? Like, we may want to... I feel
If
like
memory
showing it to the
serves.
Pixies would be a bad idea. Because the Pixies don't like the parents because they, like, messed up their living space. So I feel like if we bring the baby to them, they would be like, oh, thanks, let's kill it. And I'll be honest, I don't really want that. At least, I feel like that may be the worst possible option at the moment.
I very much agree.
Perhaps, like, one of us could hang back with the little dude and the rest of us could go tell the Pixies, like, hey, we did it. We're the greatest. Here's proof. We got proof.
I mean, you're the only one who speaks Sylvan, so you have to be the one who goes and talks to him.
I think I could do that. I hope I could do that.
You want to send Orsik?
You wanna hide? Oh, wait. Do you wanna hide or do you wanna talk?
Yeah.
I just want you to interpretive dance in front of them with the Displacer technical.
No, I don't think I should do that.
Yeah,
I was only.
Judging by what happened with, as soon as you couldn't out-talk a couple of goblins, I feel like that may not be the best idea.
Turn them evil.
Lash class strategy then comes in.
Well, I'll do whatever you guys want to do. I mean, I definitely am not an animal handler, but I'll help out any way you guys want.
Yeah, I feel like the unfortunate part is that Fal is both the only one who can talk to the Pixies and also the best at handling the Displacer pup.
Okay, I've got an idea.
But we kind of need you for the Pixies.
I've got an idea. Does anyone know how to make another one of me? So I could both stay with the little Displacer dude and also talk to the Pixies. And, like, look around mostly at Felix.
Another one of you?
Yeah,
No?
like, if there's two of me, I could, like... I knew a dude who could do that at least once, I'm pretty sure. Maybe he was drunk and lying, but, like, he told me he could do it.
Well, that person was not me, because I have absolutely no idea how I'd get that done.
Huh, crud. Well, I feel like I gotta talk to the Pixies, so we may want to work something about the Displacer dude.
I guess I could hold on to the little Displacer one.
Right. But, like, and then what? Like, are we just gonna keep him around forever? Because I feel like that may put him in more danger. Like, I can't remember exactly what John Durleg wanted us to do, but I'm pretty sure, you know, judging by the last two things, it would be like, dig to the center of the earth and find some lava or something.
Do we know anybody who'd be pleased to have a little Displacer companion?
I mean, probably Jonderlug.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be the one person who probably knows how to take care of it.
That was my guess. Like, he's the only, like, other magical dude I can think of at this present moment.
He'd probably have fun studying it too. I mean, come on.
Come again?
I mean, he'd have fun studying it, if anything. Not killing it, but like observing. We can sell this.
I hope so. We're gonna need to make like flashcards. Trying to
He's gonna
convince.
be like our babysitter for the kitty.
We're gonna need like an Alfred to Batman kind of situation. I feel like maybe more accurate. Okay, that works. I guess like one step at a time. You know, we may gotta go talk to the Pixies.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best plan we've got.
All right.
Good.
All right, let's do it.
Alrighty.
So as I recall, it wasn't very far from the cave to the Pixie tree. Let me. Oh, that's right. I got to break out my Gygax blessed dice.
See if we're less cursed. If you immediately roll a 1, I think we have our answer.
All right, a d20. First roll on the blessed dice. Okay, it's a 7. It's not bad.
Wow, what a lukewarm first roll.
I mean, it is one facet away from a 1. Like, I think if it had turned another 7 degrees, it would have been a 1.
It's trying to tell us something.
I was gonna say it's holding itself back.
It's the warning. So, you follow your back trail back to the Pixie tree without encountering any further difficulties, thankfully. What is your... Like, who's got the Displacer Beast?
As the resident hold stuff person, I think I can handle it.
Okay, so Fal, you gave the Displacer Beast to
Felix.
Totally remember your name, Felix. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like
I believe so.
I feel like I would be holding it up until we got near enough to the hollow where I'd be like, okay, let's switch off.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Felix, go ahead and roll animal handling.
My best skill in the game.
being part animal, you should be great at this, right? Or is that somehow racist / species?
I think my Loxodontis is purely superficial.
Gotcha. It's only a facade of loxodontism.
100%.
Got it. All right.
Loxodidymus.
Loxodidity?
Loxodonomy.
Ah, loxodonomy. I like that one.
Lox.
All right,
Loxbology. The study of Loxo.
Study of Loxbo?
So, Fal Dune hands off the baby displacer beast, who I think is still swaddled in something. I believe you wrapped him in a...
Yeah, I think there was like an old like dingy canvas or like a backpack or something.
A bit of cloth or something.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
So you hand off the swaddled displacer beast, who is, in the interim, being carried by Fal Dune, has relaxed somewhat and seems to be napping. Upon being handed across to Felix, he gets a little bit active again, a little bit concerned, but seems to calm down after a minute or two.
Okay.
Otherwise, you reapproach the tree. I had the description. You reapproach the huge towering oak, covered in claw marks. And you can, now that you've seen it once, you can see the large knot hole, maybe 8 or 10 feet up the trunk of the tree that is the door.
Not knowing what else to do, I'll just knock on the door.
All right. A smaller knothole near that one opens up, and the same fairy from before, sorry, not fairy, Pixie from before, pokes his head out and looks around and sees the four of you there. Felix, are you standing like right in the front? Or are you kind of in the back? Or are we hiding the...
Oh, wait, what? I didn't even think I was, like, in the neighborhood.
Okay, so you stayed further away, like out of sight.
I thought the plan was, like, I'd chill out, like, several hundred feet at least away from the big main tree.
Got it.
Yeah, I was
Just
thinking,
enough.
like, out of sight, so they don't see the displacer
Yeah,
beast.
that's kind of what I thought. Like, not even get close.
All right. So you are out of sight. Easy enough.
I believe so.
The Pixie pokes its head out of the knothole and looks around, and looks at the three of you. I assume there's the other three of you are still standing there.
I'll
Yeah,
stand there.
yeah, I'll stand.
Okay. Looks around at the three of you and says, "What happened to your friend?"
He's just tired, kind of a bigger dude, not able to keep up with all of us, spry young limber types.
Deception.
He'll catch up.
Deception.
Oh man, good thing I'm actually swag at deceiving things.
That's good to know.
All right. So the Pixie seems to accept this answer and says, "Okay. Well, what about the displacers? Did you find them?"
We did find them, and Fal Dune gets like a Nom-style flashback for just a second. Oh yeah, we totally found him. Look, we got proof, Orsik. And then in comment I say, Orsik, they're asking to see the proof of the displacer beast. I'm pretty sure you got the tails in your pack. Seems like an Orsik thing, from what I recall.
Probably chewing on one right now.
Orsik's like, this is some delicious beef jerky.
Still fresh.
Orsik, you there?
Sorry, what?
We lost him.
What?
I feel like that's just an Orsik thing. He was just spacing out.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that my blood, I don't bleed out.
No worries, dude. They asked about the displacer beasts. Do you got like their tails in your pack? Seems like an Orsik kind of a thing.
I do?
Yeah, totally. I remember one of us certainly did that.
I have a couple of them. I assume I would have handed them off. If this had not taken place 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I'll hand them over. I had 4 Displacer Beast flagella.
From out of
All
nowhere,
right.
like 4 javelins. Pew, 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 pew. Descend into the glade. Oh, look, there they are.
Found them. All right. I'll assume that you would have been able to hand those off in advance.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. And then I would, naturally, I would totally be up to par and present them.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Drum roll, please.
The pixie pulls his head back into the knothole, and then you see the larger knothole swing open like a door, and he comes buzzing out on tiny wings and flits around you, examining the flagella, like picking up the ends of them and looking at them very closely. Yes, this seems correct. And you're sure that they won't bother us anymore?
Correct.
I mean, not those two. Like, perhaps we may... It's conceivable we may have found a different set of Displacer beasts. But, like, we tracked a set of Displacer beasts in the direction that you guys had indicated they left last time we were here. I was gonna go out on a limb and say it was probably the same Displacer beasts.
Well, I find that likely. Very well. What was it you needed from us again?
Fal Dune gets very nervous. You see, a very wise sage back at the city of Serapin, perhaps you've heard of it, just a day's walk over that way, and Fal points in what is very obviously the wrong direction. There's a man there who is devising a method to eradicate the world of this accursed fog that seems to be harshing the vibe of the place. And he needs several reagents for this ceremony. One of them was an Azer heart. That was hard to get. We had to go do that for him because he's, lazy sage, as it happens. The second step, and I understand this is going to sound bad, and I'm very sorry, is we need a vials full of pixie blood. I don't know why, and I'm really sorry that it's come to this, but you're the closest pixies, and we're really hoping you could help us out.
The pixie is hovering in the air a couple of feet in front of your face, and as you say that, he kind of reflexively seems to jerk back a foot or so further away from you, but remains in front of you and continues listening as you finish up your brief speech. Just one vial worth?
Yeah. I think he actually may have gave us one. Hold on, and I loot around in my bag here. And I'll say to my other two companions, hey, did Jonderlug give us a vial for
I don't remember. I don't remember if I had him give you a vial or not, but that seems like something that he probably should have done. So
I really fucking hope so.
I mean, he seemed prepared.
We're gonna
Hey,
come
can you
back,
also give us the vial?
both of our
Nope.
hands cupped in front of us like Oliver asking for more soup. A little bit
Yo,
of
we're
pixie
poor adventurers. Give us a vial.
I have an empty potion of greater
Find the
healing.
vial.
Oh, that'll play.
That could work.
Sorry, what was that?
I have a empty potion of greater healing.
There you go.
So
Well, if you didn't have anything, I was just going to say that John Durlug did give you one because
okay.
he would have. I just didn't ever think to mention it. Having containers to carry things in. It's not something we ever discuss in this game.
And unfortunately, there are no helmets around to make it easier on us.
Or boxes, baskets, barrels, bags, or buckets.
yeah, the buddy barrel's on vacation. All right, well then I'll volunteer this empty vial,
All right.
and I'll hand that over to Felix. No,
Fal Dune.
Fal Dune. Thank you.
Oh, sweet, thanks, dude. And I'll turn back to the pixies and I'll tell them. We don't. Yeah, here's the vial. He said it has to be full to right about here, and I point it down to the most reasonable place I assume he probably means. Which, given what Fal Dune knows about magic, is probably not super accurate. But just not trying to intimidate them. I figure.
Sorry, we needed 50 cc's. This is just 45. We're gonna have to go back.
You're gonna have to go back.
So the pixie looks at the vial, and as you hold up the vial, you can see that it's roughly the size of the pixie's entire arm.
Oh shit.
Well, you have done us a great favor by getting rid of the displacer beasts, and your valor and bravery does deserve to be rewarded. I think we have enough. If we take a little bit from a lot of us here, we can probably fill the vial for you. It's going to take us some time to arrange it, though. I don't, and you won't really fit in our tree, so we can't invite you in. But we we do have some little bit of magic that normally, if it weren't for the displacer beast being fey, that does normally keep bad things somewhat away from our tree. If you'd like to rest underneath it while we take care of this.
That's totally good with me, dudes. Like, whatever you gotta do, take all the time you need. It's far more important to me that none of you dudes get hurt, as opposed to, you know, taking this as fast as possible. Like, your guys' safety is my number one priority at this point. Again, I'm really sorry to have to ask you to do this. But, yeah, we'd totally be fine having to wait here for a little bit.
All right. Well, I appreciate your candor and obviously everything that you've done to help us. There's no way that we were going to be able to fight off those displacer beasts on our own. So having someone that can take care of them, you may have saved a number of lives just by that. So anything that we can do to help, we owe it to you. Here, I will take this and we will get started. It will probably take us several hours at least to get this full up. But if there's anything that we can do for you in the meantime, please let us know. And otherwise, as I said, feel free to rest in the relative safety of the area immediately around here.
Oh, sweet, thanks, dude. Yeah, don't worry. We'll wait here while you guys take care of that.
So the pixie takes the vial, which, you know, it has to like use both hands to get a hold of it, and flies somewhat slower back through the knothole into the tree, and the knothole closes behind it.
Right. Then I'll turn to my companions and go, they told us we could wait here in, like, this glade while they... And then Fal Dune absolutely freezes. Fuck. I didn't realize we gotta stay here. What are we gonna do about Felix? And the... And I don't say the next word because I really don't want the Pixies to hear it.
I wondered.
Whoa.
After the deafening silence, I'll go see how Felix is doing.
Alright, bye.
I wonder why he hasn't caught up yet. I'll go walk back to where he is.
Orsik just shrugs and finds a comfortable spot of grass to lay down in.
Mm-hmm. He's got lungs, he can yell.
All right. So Wit and Orsik are taking a nap in the glade near the tree, and Fal Dune is headed back to find Felix, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fal Dune, you find Felix, 100 yards away, out of sight, still standing there holding the now napping displacer beast.
Alright. Felix, we may... And I see the displacer beast is still sleeping, and then I'll whisper, hey, Felix, you may have a problem.
Oh yeah, what's up?
So it turns out they're asking us to, like, wait in their glade, like in the little Pixie Tree Hollow thing, whatever they got going on there.
Yeah.
We told them about the Displacer Beast. They seemed cool with it. But they said,
Which Displacer Beast?
I like that energy. But
Are we talking about this one?
no, we told them about the ones.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
And once again, Fal Dune gets it like a flashback. Like the other ones. And they were like, yeah, that's totally cool. We gave them the vial. They said, yeah, give us like a few hours and we'll like get a blood drive going. You guys can like wait here while we do that. And I was like, hey, that's awesome. But like on the inside, I died. Because I'm not sure how we're gonna hide this little displacer dude from him for the next, hours. I'm gonna assume it's like 3 or 4 hours.
I really don't either.
And unfortunately, well, luckily, I may not have to be there for that, seeing as you know, they could just be like, ta-da, here's the vial. And you guys could take that and, like, pantomime, I assume would be good enough at that point. So, like, I could take the little dude, start a fire over there in the woods somewhere, and just keep him away from you guys for a while. I don't know what excuse we could come up with for that, though.
I don't think starting a fire is really that good of an idea either.
No, like a campfire. So that,
Okay,
like,
see, even a campfire I still don't think is a phenomenal idea.
I'm curious, why not? Like, I could
'Cause
light a
we're in
torch or something, but that just
forest.
seems, like, lame.
I mean, yeah, you know what? If you're not worried about anchoring some pixies starting a fire in their forest, you go for it.
I mean, it's like, look, dude, we got, like, torches going
okay,
around, right?
Sure.
Like, you've got a light fucking thing around.
I guess
Like,
so.
how
I
do you
guess,
do
yeah. Well, I just cast my light spell.
Yeah, it kind of seems like cheating, though.
Well,
see, I could also do that.
kind of is.
But the side effect of me casting light is that I also, like, cast heat and flammability at the same time. So, like, it's not a one-to-one comparison. I just feel like we gotta keep this little displacer dude away from the pixies, like, at all cost. Like, you could do it if you want, but we told him you were just, like, walking behind us and that you were, like, big and slow, and that you hadn't caught up to us in time.
I'm glad they bought that.
It was a pretty easy sell, I'm gonna be honest. So, like,
trying to
you
think
could
here.
keep the dude here if you want, but I understand that's probably not the ideal situation. We would also have to come up with something.
Well, we're gonna have to come up with something no matter what.
Yeah. Do you know any magics that could just, like, fool pixies into not believing that there's a displacer beast right in front of them for the next, like, hours?
Not particularly.
Okay, new plan. How good are you at convincing pixies that what they're seeing is just an illusion created by you? And
I
in
would say
fact,
probably even worse.
okay. Okay, new plan.
I can't wait to hear this one.
We keep the little dude here, and we just cycle, like, half-hour bathroom breaks. But instead of going to the bathroom, we just be coming here and taking turns watching the little displacer dude. I don't think they would buy it, but it seems more likely than anything else I can think of immediately at the moment.
Yeah. I don't know. I really can't think of anything else either.
I mean, the other thing we could do is, like, you just stay here with the little dude, and we just keep coming up with whatever excuse we can find if they ask, and just hope to God that they don't ask.
I think that's probably for the best. You can maybe convince them I just, like, fell asleep because I was so sleepy.
Maybe took a break. You know what? We'll just tell them you died. There we go. No, it was like your magic whatever, like the one time where you just left for like a day.
Oh yeah, honestly, I think that's it, but they might actually
The only
believe it.
problem is that sounds less believable.
But it's more true, though.
Like, no, don't worry about it. He magically noped out of here, guy.
Yeah, but see, at least I have a history of doing that. I think people would believe it. I like that idea. I think that's the leader in the clubhouse at the moment.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just leaning towards more and more elaborate excuses about why you haven't caught up yet. That was my favorite.
You see, he's lactose intolerant, and it turns out the displacer beast, like, they found some cheese somewhere. So you don't want him here, trust me.
You don't want him stinking up this glade. No, yeah, I think, maybe we can employ, like, a dual combo of the two, where it's like you throw all the excuses at the wall, and then once those stop sticking, it's like, okay, he just actually vanished.
Here's what we could do. I've been out here looking for you the whole time, but it turns out you had just vanished magically while we were gone.
Well,
that,
yeah.
That explains why.
I'm sorry, I kind of thought that's what you meant.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I didn't want to do your idea. I wanted to say it so it would become my idea and I sound smarter.
Genius.
I like it. I'll be honest. I
Really?
like this version a lot better.
Fal Dune, another wonderful idea you've had.
It's. I'm glad I'm coming up with loads of them. All right. So like, are you good? Need something while I'm out? Need me to pick something up from the store?
I think I'm doing alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So like, you hold down the fort with this little dude, and we'll come find you. I guess.
Will do.
All right. See ya.
Well, fun.
And I'll head back to the Pixie dwelling.
All right. So, Fal Dune, you arrive back at the Pixie dwelling, and I assume you whisper an update to the probably napping
Hold on.
Orsik and Wit.
I would say yes, but at the same time, I don't want to say it out loud. I don't want to be overheard by the Pixies. I'm currently looking to see. Oh, fuck yeah! Here's an idea. Check this shit out. I'm gonna like.
I don't think Orsik is here yet, so if we want him to be privy to this plan, we might want to wait a couple minutes.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
I'll be honest. I'm glad he said that because I'd rather wait because I have some notes to take down. So I'd rather wait to do it because it's been very foul-centric and I can't talk and type at the same time.
Dude, get good.
And I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
get a text-to-speech app. Come on.
I really like this
Doing-
idea I came up with, and I'd rather have like the
That
build.
scares me. Anytime you like one of your ideas, it makes me hesitant.
To be fair, Logan, I think this one's fucking directly up your. I feel like if hypothetically Felix could do this thing I'm about to do, he would do it fucking constantly. Maybe not constantly, but
Alrighty.
it would be a thing.
I'm getting some whiskey while we wait, so I'll be back in a minute.
Oh yeah. Okay, here's a question for everyone else who's smarter than I am. How do you spell the word definitely?
Definite Ly. DEFINITLEY.
E-L-Y. Close enough.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Every time I have to write the word definitely, I just give up and write certainly.
Why? It's definitely.
It sounds like there should be an
that
A in
doesn't
there.
help.
What?
It sounds like there should be an A. Definitely.
Defiantly.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. DEFINATELY. Definitely.
Definitely. Oh, okay. Well, it's not. Defiantly.
I didn't get that much. I didn't think it was defiantly. I think that's stupid. Or like the whole exited versus excited debate, I feel like is.
See, I can understand exited versus excited. I don't understand how people spell defiantly when they mean definite.
Yeah, like that seems wrong. I'll give you that, the whole defiantly thing. But like with me, with definitely, like it's just a vowel. It's the only difference.
Well, sure.
Yeah. But like exited, stupid. It would be like escalator. EXALATER escalator. It's like, no, you're missing some crucial sounds there.
I don't know. I mean, I could see how excited could be spelled EXITED. It's not, but I see how it could be.
I get defiantly a lot at work when people are, I defiantly checked that configuration. Well, I like to imagine
did
you
you
defiantly checking it.
No, I'm checking this configuration.
I don't wanna.
Hands on their hips, standing like this fucking Superman pose. Defiantly. The man's not gonna keep them down.
There are not many gifts for defiantly.
How about defiant?
Oh, there's a couple. most of them wrestling related.
Interesting.
All right, sorry.
That's fine.
We defiantly had a great time while you were gone.
Good. I heard someone saying they wanted to wait until I got back about a speech or something.
Yeah, Fel's got a plan.
All right.
It should be good.
It better be.
Alright. I'll walk back to where Wit and Orsik are just sitting after the fairy glade thing. And for as long as I can, I just won't address where Felix is. Perfect. Like
Oh, jeez!
Good
up.
plan.
Whoa!
I actually that wasn't my original plan, but I'll be honest, at least with Orsik, I feel like that would work a lot better. It may be much more boring, but I feel like it would be much more effective. Oh yeah, it turns out Felix is still over there. And I look Wit like directly in the eyes. I guess he must still be back there.
Yeah. Way back there.
Yeah, you know, because he's really big and slow. You know, it sucks.
He is so slow. Doesn't he have like bunions
And
too?
ugly. Yeah, I mean, it's... such a I'm actually glad he's back there, honestly. Didn't have to subject these, like, super radical pixies. Does that cat have its eyes open or closed? Oh, it's its eyelids?
Both.
So, with the knowledge that it is going to be at least several hours, what's the plan for those of you who are staying around the tree? What are we doing?
I need to look away from that cat and seize my soul.
God, this cat is so good.
Well, my plan was to nap and long rest, but I'm game if you guys need help with this situation. I'll do whatever you think is best.
Since elves are swag and I'm an elf, I could just like go into trance mode.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I guess until the pixies are done. For the first like 10 minutes, I'll just sit staring straight ahead, looking as suspicious as possible, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I can go get some sleep. Still staring as suspiciously as possible, but now also in like elven trance sleep.
I think that just sounds normal for trans. Like, I don't think they close their eyes, they just stare.
I'll turn around so I'm facing a tree that's like 2 inches in front of my face. And I go to sleep.
All right. So you guys are resting. Felix is watching the baby. Okay. Sort that out. All right. All right, so the first several hours, at least, pass without incident. Everybody's in trance and resting. You can... Sorry. You can take the... If you want to... Well, I guess you don't have the vial yet, so it doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and just make it... We'll aim for a long rest. Because then you can do the whole leveling thing, too, while we're all here.
Woo.
That's probably a good idea.
Couple hours. How about I have everybody go ahead and roll me a perception check?
Does this include Felix?
Yes.
Alrighty.
On top of it.
Get some sleeping with one eye open.
All right, and then one more for me. For real this time.
Alrighty.
From everybody.
Yep.
This time for real.
For realsies. Oh, yep. This is more real.
Kind of wish the first one had been real.
All right. Fortunately, the Gygax blessed dice have been kind, and nothing. You encounter nothing unusual or predatory. So let's say that you finished a long rest, so everybody can level. And as you are doing that, your friend the Pixie comes out of the tree, along with two others, and the three of them together are carrying the vial, which is now full. And they all three look somewhat pale, but they fly down towards you. Who's nearest? Do you think? I guess it would be probably Fal Dune, since he's been the one dealing with them and doing all the talking.
Yeah, I feel like yeah. I just realized my mic is muted, so you guys couldn't hear me the last 20 minutes.
It's probably better that way.
Yeah, it almost certainly is. I agree.
So they fly down and gently deposit the now full vial into your hands. The two new pixies turn and head back into the tree, and the one that you've been dealing with this entire time stays with you for a few more moments. We've done what we could. I hope that this will be enough for you. Fortunately, I don't think anyone is harmed, but we could all use some rest now.
Yeah, totally, dude. It's like, I can't say how much this means to me. Like, thank you so much. You've done us such a huge service. You know, if there's anything you need, just head over to Seraphine if you can, and ask around for us. We owe you one after this one, dude.
Well, we appreciate everything that you've done for us. Thank you, and we wish you the best on your travels.
Yeah, and same to you, my friend.
And the pixie turns and heads back into the tree.
Fal Dune lets out the biggest sigh of relief ever in the world that he didn't ask about Felix. All right, let's get going and see if we could find wherever Felix has disappeared to. All right, let's do it. Let's reconvene.
All right, so you head through the woods and meet up with where Felix is resting. Does anybody need a minute to do their leveling?
Yes. I'm just adding my max hit points right now. I'm deciding if I want to do D10 or just the 6 plus con.
Decisions.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys feeling lucky?
I never feel lucky.
You're not Jacob, so there is that. You've got that going for you.
True. I'm almost wondering. Do you have a D10 Gygax?
I do.
All right. I think I might put it in the hands of Gygax.
Ooh.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all, of course.
Oh my god.
Let's see. So I'll give you the option: the D10 or the D100.
Oh.
Same dice, obviously. Just you've got
Percentile.
two 10-sided die, so which would you
How
prefer?
does the D100 work? Like,
It's just
It's just the D10, but everything has a 0 after it.
yeah, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90
oh,
instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So
I see.
they're literally identical dice, just with different numbers printed.
I see. Ooh, tough
Which one would
choice.
you choose?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. What are you guys feeling? I don't think I've never rolled a D100.
Well, on one of them, you can only get up to 10 hit points. On the other one, you can get up to, 90.
Oh, yeah. It seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah,
Right.
all right. Say no more. D100 it is.
All right,
It feels so bad.
here we go.
Oh, my fault.
I'll put my mic really close so you can hear it. All right, it's a 10.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Wow.
Hell
Wait,
yeah, thanks,
does that mean
Gygax.
it's a 1?
No, because there's a sorry. So on this dice it's 100. So it would
Okay,
be a
yeah,
10
all right.
on a
It's
D10.
double 0. Okay.
I was like, oh shit.
Oh wait.
It actually
It's
rolled,
either really good or really bad.
it actually rolled a 0. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, weird. You didn't gain any hit points.
May as well have just painted a middle finger on there.
Awesome. Thank you, and thank you, Gygax.
There you go.
These dash are actually blessed by us. Scary Gygax had nothing to do with it.
How dare you?
Let me ask you guys something. So druids just get a... They have a level 3 spell called Speak with Plants.
Whoa.
What would a plant have to say?
Let me tell you what plants have to say. It's usually the past 24 hours, right? And so you go up to a mushroom and you're like, hey, mushroom, what's been going on? And he looks up at you and he goes, well, howdy ho. I could tell you about anything you want to know during the past 24 hours. And that's how you talk to plants.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm thoroughly impressed.
It seems like she has experience with this.
Yeah.
Kimberly, are you okay?
I may have made an Irish coffee before playing, so yes.
She's doing
I
great.
think Fal
She may
Dune
have
would
also-
love whatever it is you're having.
She may have also done mushrooms once or twice by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I like the mushroom's accent too. Where is this
Thank
mushroom
you.
from?
Mushroom Bill.
Ah,
It's from-
The protagonist of every 1950s cartoon.
Yes, actually. Just picture him in some suspenders.
Mushroom wearing suspenders. There's not many good gifts for that. I'm gonna have to say.
Disappointment.
What's with the eyes?
Your mushrooms don't have eyes?
No,
Right?
no, the eyes at the bottom of the picture. Where
I
it's
don't
just like
know.
The
I don't
eyes
like
emoji.
it. I don't like it.
They're
For some
watching
reason, that's
you.
what's holding me up.
What?
the invasion cometh.
Okay, I don't like this.
I'm gonna go back.
I'm
to the
gonna go
cat.
back to staring at the cat and see if Jack-
Let me just get rid of this real quick. There we go.
All right.
Can I conjure
is everybody
this
good or
cat?
is anyone still working on it?
I'm good.
I think I'm
I'm
mostly
good now.
good.
I'm good.
Okay.
I have to sort out prepared spells, but that's about it.
Okay. So you've all leveled up to level 5. Yay!
Woo!
You can celebrate the confetti. Good fanfare. So I believe you have the trip back to town. How far away did I say this was?
20 feet?
I
30
Yep.
feet.
swear that's it. Yes, the tree's just outside of town. Like
We could literally see it.
when it drops a branch, it lands on the wall. I swear I wrote this down. I swear I
wanna
write
s-
everything down, and then it disappears. Someone
I
gets
want
into
to
my
say
spreadsheet.
4 hours. Sounds right.
Yeah, because usually it's about 4 to 6 hours whenever we go somewhere.
It might have been like 8.
I found the problem is just my lack of organization in my spreadsheet. That's now like 200 rows and out to column Z, with
Wow.
just random notes thrown around in it.
Oh, dear.
I found a cell that contains the text 4 hours to Pixies.
Hey.
So I'm going to say that you were correct.
Yeah, I got one.
Probably another cell somewhere that says 17 hours to Pixies, but I'm not going to
So-
look for that one.
Adam, remind me to ask you something later in the session so we don't interrupt it. But I do have something to ask you. I would make a note about that, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't notice.
Alrighty.
What are you doing, Felix?
What do you mean? He's sawing a log in half. What do you think he's doing? What else is there
Just
to
in
do?
his room.
What else is there to do in Ohio? Timber. See, look at that.
All right, 4-hour trip. Are you still looking for herbs on the way back?
I'll say yes, simply because it seems like, why not? None of us
Yeah,
are
I'll
bleeding
help with
profusely
that.
anymore.
We always peeking.
Okay.
I'm gonna just keep a better eye on the Displacer pup, so I will not.
Okay, that's fair. What was I having you roll? Investigations or nature?
I think it was nature. I'm not 100% sure.
I think it was nature too,
It's not like
Yeah.
it's been 3 weeks or whatever.
That makes sense.
or
Nature.
survival, something like that.
Yeah, nature or
Something-
survival. Either makes sense. We'll go with that. All right. So for the first hour of the trip, go ahead and roll your nature checks to look for herbs and spices.
Oh man, if we find 7 herbs,
No, nature. Woo.
All right.
What if we find 8? The plot thickens.
we abandon this quest and start our own fried chicken.
What?
I don't know. Shut up.
I can dig
Could do a fried Displacer Beast restaurant.
Ah!
it. Yeah, we're gonna give KFC a run for their money.
Kentucky Fried Displacer Beast.
KFD. You know, it's really the best option. It's either Kentucky Fried Displacer, or it's Kentucky Fried D's Nuts.
No.
Kimberly, I
Even
gotta say,
Irish coffee Kimberly did not take that.
I'm glad you made that joke funny, because I really didn't.
All right. Jacob,
me.
you find. Hi, Magnus. Yes. Yes, your friends are here. You find some cone flour. And Orsik, you find some feverfew.
Cool.
Right. And give me the perception for spotting anything untoward or unusual.
Perception.
No, yes, I know, Magnus. I know.
Another single-digit number. Woohoo! Whoa. Yeah. What?
How are you so good at doing so bad?
That's a good question.
He's
What kind
very
of mushrooms are you on?
I like how previously I rolled an 8 for perception. Like it totaled up to 8, but that's when I was level 4. Now that we're level 5 and the proficiency bonus is higher, I still rolled an 8, but this time I got a 1 to do it.
Wow.
Something about that seems funny to me. Rolled lower and got the same score.
All right.
Math.
You don't hear or detect anything unusual for this hour of the trip. And
Pretty sure-
I will.
Wit and Orsik are the only ones able to hear anything.
What, huh? I'm too busy looking at the Displacer Beast.
And we're the old folks who napped.
Well, yeah, we got a nap. We're good to go.
Yeah, there you
Well,
go.
we're gonna go wander around. Lazy boys. Lazy boys.
All right. For the next hour of the trip, everybody go ahead and give me your nature. Once I've got everybody's natures, go ahead and give me your perception. We'll just keep rolling like that.
Nature.
Alright.
Kept
Also,
rolling.
I could take back the Displacer from Felix. You know, if you don't like carrying.
Yeah, okay. I hand the Displacer over, and I'll join in the nature.
All right.
Why not?
You were too distracted. My
Fal
friend-
Dune, you find some yarrow,
Miss my-
and then perceptions.
Yarrow.
Yarrow, yarrow,
Hey, that's a 2-digit number.
Hey!
Pretty good 2-digit number too. Nice work.
I like how in Roll20, I see the size of the box, like the size of the
know.
yellow box, before I see the numbers pop up. So it's like it's like a
Oh, it's
teaser.
gonna be good. All right, Jacob. That time around, 1, 2, 3, 4. Valerian.
Woo.
You can make a sweet sword out of that. Get some White Walkers.
It'll cure what ails you, as long as what ails you is existing.
All right. Next set.
Nature.
Nature.
Nature?
Nature.
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 Oh, you're so nature.
Let's see. Wit, some coneflower,
Woo!
and perceptions.
Percent.
Oops.
Wow.
I always want to hit performance instead of perception, and maybe it would be better.
Everyone else is looking, and we're just going,
Yeah.
tap dancing.
Dancing.
I'm
Yeah,
miming
we
that
got-
I'm looking just like super dramatic, like, wah!
Herbs and spice do 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 do. Looking herbs do 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 do.
That was too good. It shouldn't have been that funny. All right, I think that was the third one. Go ahead and give me the last set.
That's way better than mine.
Oh, right.
Doing good.
Yeah.
We've picked the forest dry. There are no more herbs to be found.
This is a forest?
What?
And perceptions.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, you don't detect anything unusual. Somehow you've managed to do this entire journey without running into anything, which I chalk up to the dice of Gygax. So you're welcome.
God,
Thank you.
helping us out. Thanks,
Maybe
Gary.
next time he'll help me out, and it'll be funnier.
Well, it's the dice are really just like they've got great comedic timing. So it's like all the successes for us are coming right now. All the failures are going to come at once too. The next
Yeah,
one
I
John
smell a
Dog
couple
sends us
bone
on.
dragon.
How did all four of them get critical hits at the same time? That's crazy.
So
All right.
you now
So-
encounter what I can only describe as a super fog demon.
Wait.
Man, it crit through octuple disadvantage. How weird.
Craziness. Who knew? All right. So with that, actually, you managed to make it all the way back to Serapen, and you approach the gates, which are closed as usual. All the torches up along the wall. You can see guards up there. I'll turn it back over to you now.
I mean, I feel like they should just expect us now.
Right. Possibly even bow.
Right. When do we get a key to the city?
One of those giant 3-foot ones you have to drag around with. Well,
We might as well just fight with this. It's my keyblade.
Yeah.
so the guards see you coming, and one of them kind of gestures to another one who comes over and looks, and he shouts down to you. See, you've made it back again.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, barely.
Yep.
we're pretty good at it at this point.
I'd like a punch card, please.
Well, let me get the gate open. Hang on.
Sweet
He
things.
disappears behind the wall, and a few seconds later, with some rattling and grinding, the gate opens up. Magnus,
That's the gate opening.
So perfect.
I don't like the gate being open. It's not safe.
It's not defensible.
Aw.
You're too much. You're too much. We can't take it. Go bother some other family. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put him out.
Alright, have fun.
Alright.
I already miss him.
I know.
My dog's like, yo, are you cheating on me? What are you doing?
What's that
What?
sound I hear?
What's
Yeah.
happening there, Papa? Hmm?
I don't know who that bitch is. Okay, first of all.
All right. So you have made it back into the walls with the vial of pixie blood.
Go us.
Cool.
Does anyone want to like take care of something else before we go back to Jonderlug? Like, I'm not sure what else we'd have to do, but
I do have an
Oh,
appointment with
why?
the local blacksmith, but I think we'd probably be best to finish our quest first.
yeah, I agree. And also drop this little dude off.
Yeah,
You
man.
asked for a vial of pixie blood, and we bought you your own kitten. You're welcome.
It was a buy one get one free kind of a thing.
All right, so as you head down the street towards Jonderlug's, let me see, dice. The Displacer Beast seems to be somewhat agitated with the presence of all of the torches and the people and the hubbub of the town. Oh, I have audio for this. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I believe it.
I have audio for an aggravated displacer beast. Pop.
No, just for the town.
Ah.
But the sound of the town and all the people moving about and all of the hustle and bustle seems to be agitating it somewhat. Who's carrying it right now?
I think I would, probably.
Okay, give me animal handling. Or actually, don't give me animal handling. Tell me what you do.
Alright. So I assume he's like squirming around and like, this sucks.
Yep. You ever tried to hold a dog or a cat that didn't want to be held?
Yes. You mean, have I ever tried to hold a cat? The answer is yes.
There you go.
I don't. Well, the problem is displacer beasts can just like move through space unnaturally. So I think Fal's first instinct would just be like, let him go and let him find his own little safe hole somewhere. But I'm afraid we never find him again. So I would just like try to soothe and calm him down, like, they're little dude, like it's okay, and I'll try to like swaddle him up, not exactly tighter, but just like I don't know, like try to drown out the noise and the chaos of the town.
Okay, give me animal handling.
Shit.
All right. So you attempt to calm him down a little bit and wrap him up, not tighter, but yeah, all the things you said. And unfortunately, it fails, and he begins to struggle even harder and starts to wriggle out of your grasp. Give me an. Got to be a thing for this. This is basically like grappling. So give me. Athletics or acrobatics, I guess. We'll just make it a grapple.
Grapple, okay. Good thing both of those are my two best stats in the game. Acrobatics and athletics.
Yeah, Fal Dune the jock is what we call him. A little underwhelming there.
Situation has not improved.
All right.
It's all double digits, and I'm like, oh, this is looking good.
You saw that too, huh?
So you attempt to hold on to the Displacer Beast, and
Oh boy. Be good to me, Gygax.
it manages to jump out of your arms onto the street and begins sprinting for a nearby alley.
Huh.
Oh boy. If I see that, I would like to try to keep up with it, if at all possible.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna need my monster manual. Obviously, this is not an adult Displacer Beast, so stats will
Sure.
not be the same, but got to start somewhere.
I am confident that I will be able to keep up with it regardless.
And confidence is half the battle.
Hopefully, it's the whole battle in this case.
Well, how about this? As soon as I see Fal Dune drop him, I will drop off my very heavy pack of stuff, just so I'm not as encumbered. And I will cast the spell Expeditious Retreat on myself, which I've had prepared the whole game and never had a chance to use before right now. Just for this scenario.
Do you defiantly cast that on yourself?
I cast it regularly.
Felix is like, oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Expedition
My time
retreat.
to shine!
All my nerd prep is finally paying off.
All right.
Haven't been this happy since I got used to that crap.
All right. So you cast Expeditious Retreat on yourself and begin chasing after the Displacer Beast.
Yep.
I'm sure that puts your movement speed at what, like 80 or 60 or something?
It says this spell allows you to move at an incredible pace when you cast this spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, which is concentration up to 10 minutes, you can take the dash action. So I basically have like that cunning action that rogues have, but I can only dash with it as a bonus
Right.
action.
So you
So
could trade in your action for movement, and then also take the bonus action. So like you're tripling your movement speed effectively if you want to.
If I want to, yeah.
Okay. And
But at the very least, I can move, do my regular action if I need to like get out of the way or move somebody, and then also dash as a bonus action.
right. So you're covering like 90 feet per round.
Yeah, at most. But yeah.
Okay.
Or
So
at least 60 feet.
the Displacer Beast has a little bit of a head start on you, but
Sure.
you managed to catch up to him in an alley. Several people have had to jump out of the way and have
Oh, pardon
seen
me.
you chasing him down into the alley. When you catch up to him, what do you do?
I'll give you some time here. Felix sprinting through the crowd at top speed. Pardon me, excuse me.
Tiptoeing around people. Oh, sorry.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know why. I don't know what's so funny about that.
There's Sonic Boom behind him. Pardon me. Excuse me, out of the way, please. Like One Punch Man.
Shucks, do I know what Displacer Beasts eat? I'm sure I could. Oh shit, I left all my crap with y'all though. Here's what I could
happens
do.
when the
You
guy
have a
that
bunch of empty
carries
promises.
everything does nothing.
Here's what I could do. Don't worry about it.
Look, a distraction.
Oh, what's that over there? Here's what I could do. I will, remembering what the Displacer Beasts did to make themselves look the way they looked, I'll cast the Blur spell on myself, which I also have prepared, to like try to make myself blurry in the way that Displacer Beasts make themselves look. Try to endear myself to the small one that way.
Did you just like accidentally prepare all of your spells for this moment?
It's
Like
kind of what it seems
one
like.
day I will have my own Displacer
seems like.
kitten.
I promised I'm not cheating. I actually did have all these already prepared.
Oh no, you're good. It's just hilarious.
It seems like I'm cheating.
All right, so you cast Blur on yourself and catch up to the Displacer Beast. And do you try to do you get in front of it? Do you grab it? What are you physically doing?
Well, I guess I'm a little confused. If I can my initial plan was to cast Blur, which unfortunately only has a cast time limit of like a minute, so I kind of have to make this count. To initially get up to the Displacer Beast and then I guess just get in front of it, not necessarily grab it and try to hold on to it, but just sort of get in front of it and show my blurriness to show that I'm not so different.
It sounds like a PBS special now.
Yeah, you know.
All right, let's see. So you get up in front of it with the Blur spell now active, and as it tries to dodge around you, it misjudges your location and kind of crashes into your legs.
Ooh.
It stops and kind of looks up at you, and it gives a couple of sniffs, and it seems like it recognizes you more by your scent than by your appearance, and kind of backs in against your legs, looking around at everything else in the alley with apprehension and fear.
Is this a relatively unobstructed alley?
Relatively speaking, let's say that there's some boxes or barrels and refuse and stuff along the walls, but there's an unobstructed walkway down the middle.
Okay. I think maybe what I'll do is I will try to make a little a box fort sort of off to the side that would be more conducive to maybe the Displacer pup feeling a little safer. So, stack a couple on the sides to make it some nice walls, and then one on top to give him a roof. Maybe
Okay.
like I don't know what I'd hang over to make like a little door kind of a thing.
Okay, so you're gonna make him a box fort in the alley.
Well, yeah,
I'm pretty sure
give
it's straight out of an episode of Bob's Burgers.
him like his own little place to feel a little safer.
Okay, so you stack some boxes and make a little nook between some of them, and hang a scrap bit of cloth over the front of it.
Yeah.
Do you, as you're doing this, he kind of stays close to your legs, looking around fearfully at at every sound or at every movement from the ends of the alley. Although fortunately, there doesn't appear to be anyone immediately near you in the alley. Once you're done creating the Displacer Beast's box fort,
Mhm.
he still is standing there, just staring at you.
Okay. I'm gonna like shuffle myself over to the box fort slowly so that the little displacer beast can still stay close if he wants. And I'll just like squat down and I'll sort of react from there.
Okay. So he follows you. He follows you over to the box fort, and I assume the rest of the party is caught up at this point. If you were following him.
I would say yes.
Oh yeah, this is a scene.
Or if you're just like, oh, and they're gone. Okay, we're good.
Oh,
No, we're carrying on.
We're done.
Nap time? Nap time.
Two birds with one stone.
Right?
Felix is
Thank
gone
goodness they're
and
both
the
gone.
displacer beast.
Let's go. All right, so you've all caught up. So he kind of follows you over to the box fort, and looks at it questioningly.
I do one of those things. Let me think. Ooh, do I have like anything that's like soft to lay down on? Cats love soft, warm things.
Well, everyone else caught up, so assuming that one of them picked up your probably enormously heavy backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's gotta be something in there.
Trying to find- Oh, I have a bedroll. That's perfect. I'll sort of line the bedroll at the bottom.
Okay.
I haven't used it
Once
before,
you've set
probably
the
won't need it.
bedroll in place, the Displacer Beast kind of gives it a sniff and then steps into the box fort and curls up on the bedroll.
Alrighty.
So you now have a dangerous fey creature curled up in a fort made of discarded boxes in the alley of a major city.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Hey, do we know what displacer beasts like to eat?
Totally, dude. It's
The sound effect was perfect.
Whoop.
it's probably like let's get him to Jonderlog.
Okay.
Well, Pixies for one.
It's
Oh yeah.
To be fair, we never truly confirmed whether any of the pixies were strictly eaten by the displacer beasts for the purpose of food.
I'm sure they probably just wanted them as pets.
That
Yeah.
could have been it, or it's like incidentally is more what I was thinking of. Where if it's like if a soldier dies in a war, the other side didn't eat him. It's more like, yeah. Oh, let's get him to Jonderlog. He probably knows. He's probably smarter than any of us.
Do you think it'd be possible to get Junderlug here? Because I'm not sure bringing the displacer pup with us is gonna be as easy as we think it'll be.
I mean, we could ask if you want to stay here with him. We could go to Jonderlog and ask.
Yeah, I don't mind staying.
All right. Do you think we should take the pixie blood with us, or do we want it to leave it with you as like leverage? Well, the blood's outside with Felix. I don't know if you want it. You'll have to go ask him for it.
No,
Uh,
let's just go. Be real with the dude.
Yeah, I think you can take it.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
I
So
guess.
the three of you, minus Felix, once again, this is becoming a trend.
Oops.
Felix the babysitter plus carry-all person. The three of you go back to Jonderlug's then?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You step through the door and find Jonderlug seated behind the counter, flipping through a rather large book, and he looks up at you over his glasses. Ah, you've made it back. Did you have any luck on your journey?
We did, dude. And I hold up the vial of pixie blood.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, excellent. He takes the vial from you and holds it up to the light and kind of looks at it. Yes, this should do nicely. And he takes it and sets it into a small padded box in a chest in the desk behind the counter. What's happened to your friend there? The he gestures with his hands. The large one.
It was a whole thing, dude. So we went to the the Pixies, just like you told us. They were right there, dude. It was perfect. They were having some trouble with some displacer beasts, like tearing up their home. We went over there to ask them about it, like, hey, blood drive, yeah, it'll help dispel the mist. But they wanted us to go fight some displacer beasts for them that have been tearing up their place. So we're like, okay, sure. We went to go do that, and sorry, the memories caught up to me. It turns out the two displacer beasts that were tearing up their home were parents. And they had like a small little displacer baby. So we felt like super shitty about it. So we kept the baby. And it kind of freaked out when we brought the little baby dude back to the city. So Felix is currently looking out for him because he's having like a little panic attack. The baby is not Felix. Not that we know of. So that's why he's not here, at the present moment.
Jonderlug takes off his glasses and sets them on the counter and kind of pinches the bridge of his nose and massages his head. So there's an infant displacer beast, and you brought it into the town.
That
Yeah.
depends. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, what have you learned about displacer beasts in your travels?
They're carnivorous. And they're apparently quite dangerous when they're adults, but like when they're babies, they're like super adorable and not dangerous at all.
I suppose that's accurate, but what do you think happens to baby displacer beasts?
Well, I thought if we like got him a proper education, it would he'd like learn right from wrong. And we could just like tell him not to do that.
Oh, great. We'll just enroll him in the local boarding school.
Hell yeah. Could you give us like the address of that? We could like make that our next stop. Fal is 100% serious about that.
All right. For the record, I don't think this is a good idea. But you can't leave a baby displacer beast loose in the town. That's just a recipe for disaster. Someone's kids are gonna go missing soon.
Well, like, he's not loose in the town. We got Felix looking out for him. Like, our plan was, maybe someone in the town could, like, take care of him and raise him as one of their own. Like, I'm not sure if you, like, aware of this phenomenon, but people with, like, cats and dogs, they don't actually hate each other if, like, they're both young enough at the point where it's like, hey, sweet, what's up, dog? And the dog's like, hey, what's up, cat? Like, they could be cool about it. I figured, like, Displacer Beasts, they could have a similar, like, vibe going on.
You're very optimistic about this.
Thanks.
Bring the displacer beast in here. Maybe I can find someone to take care of it or something.
Or, like, our plan was either you could, like, take care of him like a little pup, but that seems like it's not happening if I'm picking up what you're putting down. The alternative that we found, like, we don't want to kill the little dude. We feel really bad about killing its parents. If we could just, like, find a place to set it free, or, like, would another displacer beast look out for this dude, or would it be like, no, we don't like you, you're not one of us?
Well, I don't know that there are many displacer beasts around here, so it might be hard to even find one. And I'm honestly not sure about the maternal instincts of displacer beasts. I think it's just as likely that any other displacer beast that found it would kill it as potential competition.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's a tough world.
Huh. Shit. Okay, one step at a time. So what's like trying to change subject as fast as possible now? So what's the next thing we need for the spell that you're coming up with?
The scathing look that he gives you makes it clear that he knows exactly what you're doing, but he seems amenable to going along with it. So, if we've got the pixie blood, so we've got the heart of the Azer. The energy from that should help to get the crystal going. The crystal should emit light. I need something to focus the light from the crystal. And I think the best thing for that we're going to be able to find around here is the eye of a Gauth. I believe I know of a place, or at least I've heard rumors of where there may be one within a few days' travel.
Well, we already took a heart and some blood. Might as well take an eye.
I think he's just like creating a Frankenstein's monster at this point.
Yeah, Juggernaut looks the villain the whole time.
Like-
So, I think I wrote this down. Where did I write this down?
I have like a what?
Gauth, Gauth. I'm not sure if that's actually how they want it pronounced in the book. I've only ever read it.
Dude, some of this shit they try to make you pronounce in the monster manual is stupid. Like,
Wow, shots fired.
shut up.
Wow.
Gaes. How do you pronounce that? Like you personally, how do you say it?
Gaze?
It's dude, I've heard Gaze, I've heard Gios, I've heard Gish. It's fucking stupid.
Mhm.
They really
What?
need like a dictionary style pronunciation thing in the monster manual.
No. It's just fantasy stuff, so you say it how you want.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm saying
know.
gay ass.
I know, it is
Someone else is saying
stupid.
gish. Like, nah, stupid.
You all winners. It's like, no, there's a right way to say it, and every other way is wrong.
You know what? Fucking Gauth. Gooch. It's a gooch. Fuck it. Why not?
I'm trying to find the page for it. I thought it was in here. No, I can't find it. Maybe it's in one of the other books.
I can't stop looking at the Sam Jackson gif of the cat.
How did you find that GIF? That may be one of my favorite.
I don't know, it's incredible.
I just typed in staring under the Discord gift search,
Oh, really?
and that's what I found. Yeah. I had to scroll a little bit, but it was there, and I was like,
Why would you have to
I
scroll
used to have
for
to
this?
scroll a while, because I
better?
had to scroll for forever. I still never found it. The only decent one I found is of Patrick staring at the guy in the SpongeBob episode.
Well, I mean, any
Focus in.
SpongeBob GIF is going to get Jacob's vote.
No, dude, this cat, you don't understand. I feel like
It's so much better.
this cat, I would rather be that cat than be Sam Jackson.
Oh, there it is. I finally see it. You have to
you
scroll
finally
for
found
a
it?
while.
Yeah.
It's totally worth it.
So, sorry.
So the fish.
The gooch.
I mean the Gauth.
We're all in on that, by the way.
In my book, everything's a fish now.
I swear I wrote down notes for this, but they're not in. So, I've done a little bit of research on Gauths. Theoretically, I think that the eye of a beholder or a spectator might work as well, but I have a feeling that you're not in a position to be able to take one of those on right now. Plus, I don't know if there are any around here, but I think there is a
Oh,
Gauth
shucks.
available.
like, for any of us who may not know, what's a gouth?
So a Gouth is very similar to a Beholder. It is an aberration summoned from an alternate plane. Often these are summoned when the ritual to summon a Beholder goes wrong. They're not quite as strong as a Beholder, but still incredibly powerful and incredibly dangerous. They can fly, and they are known to carve out their lairs out of areas underground with lots of vertical passages that make it difficult to traverse them without your own, without the ability to fly yourselves, or at
Oh my
least with
God.
lots of rope.
You okay?
Sorry, I just had a small orgasm because I remembered my grappling hook.
I was gonna say, I was almost going to have Fal say out loud, "Hey, dude, you can use your grappling hook again."
I am stocked for this for tonight.
He's doing great. So yeah, it could be quite the challenge. I would make sure that you are well equipped to fight your way to it and to deal with some sudden changes in elevation, shall we say?
For a minute, I forgot I was in this campaign with you guys. In another campaign I'm playing in, one of the players uses fly like constantly, so I'm like, we got this. I'm now much more disappointed.
We in fact don't got this.
They in fact did not have this.
I can try to throw someone.
That could work. I mean, it certainly won't, but I guess it could.
Oh, I mean, I feel like I'm in a unique position for this because I could just like, John DeLogan, I'm not sure if you've picked up on this, but I'm able to transform my body into that of other animals. So like I feel like physically getting places wouldn't be a problem. Then it would be like there and back and like switching back and forth wouldn't be like super. That sucks. But maybe if we could just like if we could just like go into its lair, avoid it until we can get into like the biggest room there is, and we just camp it out hard. Someone has to come to us to fight us.
Are we just gonna be causing a ruckus with like symbols and something? Man, would be a shame.
Perhaps if we taunt it, where it's like, yo, bitch, get over here.
Your mama is so fat.
Your mama wish she had fewer eyes so she didn't have to look at you so much. What's like... Quick, in the library, is there like...
Monster-themed insults.
like a joke book.
Beholder themed insults specifically. Very particular.
What's a Gauth, like an aberration? Is there like an aberration joke book that we could like find out about its insecurities and exploit that for insult?
Just storm the library.
Hey, the decor
Wait,
in here is fucking passe and cliche.
No, you take that back.
Your layer is gaudy and drafty.
Man, you really should have played a bard.
Roasted.
Perhaps if we go for, like, if we just insult him, he'll be so mad he'll have to come and fight us.
I think this will work.
Are Gauts, like, vain? Are they proud? Just like as a general rule. Can they talk? Can they understand what we're saying when we bombard it with insults?
Well, they can talk. I don't know if they speak common. From what I've read about them, they are somewhat tyrannical and driven to consume any magical power that they possibly can from anyone that they can find.
Well,
Huh.
good thing we got two magic boys.
Would he
Yeah, I'm
accept
not here
like
right now.
cheap parlor tricks as magic? If he like didn't know the difference.
Where'd I get this coin from?
Is this your card?
Ventriloquism.
Somehow I rather doubt it.
That sucks. I was kind of hoping we could expand our repertoire.
Magical aberrations summoned from alternate planes of existence bent on tyrannical domination and subjugation of other races don't generally go for card tricks.
I was hoping this one could be like especially dumb. Also like how far away is it? Like just asking of how much of a journey you would have to prepare for.
So, with the information that I've got, there are rumors that there used to be a beholder some 2 days travel to the northeast. I've got directions to the area that it was seen in, and from the rumors of the last 10 or 20 years, I suspect that the beholder itself is gone, but that a Gauth remains inhabiting its old lair.
These
He
magical
couldn't
stuff.
even be bothered to make his own lair. All right, guys, we got plenty of material.
Okay,
I mean,
let's
it's
see.
already the Wish.com version of a beholder, so
In my notes, I just put a diet beholder.
Beholder light,
diet beholder light.
now with half the calories and none of the sugar.
I may be going out on a limb here. Do they have any weakness to like any kind of weapon we could find or something like that? Like if we burn it, is it just gonna like die instantly?
Well, based on what little information I've been able to find, I don't know of any specific weaknesses, but as I said before, they do fly and they do tend to design their lairs around that fact. So be prepared for a lot of climbing and be prepared to fight something that is up off the ground.
That's sweet. Is there like a gymnasium we could head to around here to like prepare for that? I rather doubt
Describe-
it.
I don't know if we have a gymnasium. What specifically are you looking for?
I mean, you're like practice your climbing. Is there like a convenient wall akin to that which would be found in the lair of a Gauth around here that we could practice on?
Well, normally the lair of the Gauth would have been blasted out of rock with its disintegration rays. So any smooth stone wall would probably suffice.
Thank goodness all my Breath of the Wild experience is gonna be paying off. Climbing rocks, eating mushrooms. I'm ready for this. Destruction beams. I'm not sure what else there's to ask him. I feel like at this point we're just being annoying.
Right.
Or at least we're annoying him. I'm having a great time.
No, this is a blast. He's over there getting some fantasy ibuprofen.
Would cure wounds
So-
cure a headache?
If
I hope
you're
so.
if we're done planning your next adventure, let's talk about the consequences of your last adventure. What are we doing with the Displacer Beast?
That is an excellent question. Our current plan was to just wing it and it would never be a problem. I feel like all of us are kind of in agreement on that, but I feel like it's only just now occurred to me that may not be the best long-term solution.
I'm not sure if that counts as a plan. I think that counts as more of a wish list.
Sure. Let's see. Our other plan is that we could find a nice place to leave the Displacer Beast where it would just be happy forever, and it would never die, and it would meet a nice Displacer Beast of the opposite or same gender, no judgment, and it would go on to live a happy and healthy life until it dies of old age. I'll be honest, that plan honestly fits with me better.
Well, since I'm not aware of any Displacer Beast sanctuaries around here, what if that plan doesn't work out?
Then we would teach it the difference between right and wrong, and it would be a hero to the entire world and help us solve the myth problem. that was like our third plan, which I'll admit it's unrealistic. But you know what they say? There's nothing but time here.
Well, you're gonna need a heck of a montage for that third plan. Look, bring the Displacer Beast in here. I'll see if I can take care of it for a little while, at least until you get back and we finish dealing with everything else. Aside from the Gouth Eye, I think we only need to sort out one more problem, and then I'll have the materials I need for the ritual.
All right, thank goodness. Also, by the way, what do you need the pixie blood for? Like, that was... You said, oh, we need the sapphire sun to do this, and we need the Gouth Eye for that, and like the Azer heart. What do you need the pixie blood for?
Well,
Or,
the
like,
Pixie
what
Blood
I'm
is
not
going to act as a focus for the energy after it leaves the Gouth Eye. I hadn't reached that stage of the... I hadn't enumerated that stage of the plan when we reached the Gouth Eye, so we kind of got off track there.
Fal Dune's gonna like do a double take, and just turn back to Drondorlug and be like, "Sure." Alright, I guess we'll take care of that Gouth. We'll bring Felix and the Displacer Beast over as soon as he calms down a little bit. You know, being in the big city doesn't really seem to agree with Felix.
All right, very well. I'll keep working on the rest of this. I think we've got almost everything we need. Once you come back with the Gouth Eye, the only thing left is we're going to need something to diffuse the energy that we've created and distilled from all of this. I'm not 100% sure of of what we could use for that yet, but we'll come up with something.
I'm sure it'll be deadly, whatever it is. Like, you do great work. I have total confidence in you.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just hoping it's like a wine decanter, fantasy bong, something.
Turns out I just needed a piece of chalk. Who knew?
What?
Felix can
What
be
about
useful
all the
again.
materials for this spell down at the Gold Coin General?
We're all just like bloody and Fal Dune has permanent PTSD. Seriously, all I needed was just a coffee mug. I don't. Wow.
You guys are the best. You go so far above and beyond.
I need the Eye of a Gooch, an Azer heart, and a light beer.
We just start strangling John. Drondorlug. Just why?
All right. Anything else?
Nah, I guess we'll go find Felix. Oh, yeah, Orsik, if you gotta go to the blacksmith, you could, go take care of that while we talk about Felix.
Woohoo!
Give us time to
And
stall.
with that, I bolt out the door.
Weapons, armor. Nyum.
Orsik, did you make notes on what I had told you and what it was going to cost?
No.
Well, that
I remember that it was plate mail, I think, and it was supposed to be refitted so that it was going to fit me, because I think it was made for a human and not a dwarf.
Yep. Okay, I found a note. Splint mail, not plate mail.
That's right.
And let me find. To the book. I know armor's in here somewhere. There it is. Splint mail. There's cost. And how much gold did you say you had?
Oh. I have.
So I remember roughly the percentage of what it was going to be of your total, but I don't remember the exact price I had set.
I thought it was like half now, half later.
That makes
I
sense.
have 40. I have 40 right now.
I don't know if we have the information necessary to solve that math problem. But let's say he's just refitting it. He's already got that. Usually costs this. So you go to the blacksmith and he presents you a refitted set of splint mail, made from the pieces of the old plate mail that you brought him, and in addition to the down payment that you had previously gave him, he needs another 20 gold to deliver the piece.
Done. And I will hand over 20 gold pieces.
All right. He tucks those into his cash box behind the counter and hands you your new splint mail.
It's beautiful. I blow hot air on it and wipe it away to check its polish and admire my very grungy, disgusting look as a reflection.
It's quite sparkling, and you are quite grungy.
All right, awesome. I'm going to begin putting that on.
All right, so you can put on your splint mail. Orsik is now changing clothes in the middle of the blacksmith shop.
Normal.
Yeah, dwarfs, no shame.
While he does that, I think Wit and Fal Dune were headed back to visit Felix.
Yep.
And Mittens.
Starship Destroyer.
Oh, right, Starscream.
Starscream.
What do we name him? Starscream.
We never named him, actually.
Oh, I like Starscream though.
I have
Okay,
been
yeah.
very careful never to give him a name. Or her a name.
Even a gender, you know?
Well,
I
we've also
prefer
never
Murder
voted.
Mitt.
That's yeah, that's why I like Starscream. It's nice and gender neutral.
I know,
Right.
right?
Stars have no gender.
Good for a son, good for a daughter, good for a displacer beast.
Yeah, right. There's really nothing you can't use Starscream for.
We have 16 chicken eggs in the incubator upstairs, and I'm going to name one of those chickens Starscream now.
Yes.
Yes!
Oh god, I hear
Yes.
my wife getting off the couch. She must have heard me.
Name another one, Fang.
I'm afraid what will happen to a chicken if I name it Fang.
Well, that's easy. It'll become the alpha chicken. Also, like, destroy a few gates. Maybe murder in there.
That's funny.
Just a little murder.
Just a
Little.
You know, incidental murder.
a dash of some terrorism.
You're gonna find like
It's all
a dead tiger in the chicken coop, and you'll be like, "Fang! Aw, you shouldn't have."
The tiger guy, by the way, I think I told you before, he got he lost a lawsuit against PETA, and he has to rehome the tigers once PETA finds a good home for them, which, you know, if you know anybody looking to rehome like 20 tigers, let PETA know.
Dude,
Um,
let me know the address of that place. Maybe they can take over our displacer beast.
I was thinking that earlier, like, oh yeah, Tim Stark could totally adopt it.
Two birds, one stone.
You keep it in a dog crate somewhere. But he also then lost a lawsuit with, I think, the state of Indiana, and has to get rid of all the rest of his animals as well.
Wow. Sucks
Well.
to suck, man.
Yeah, nerd. Get roasted.
So yeah, I keep waiting on him to just let them all out. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, reinforce the fences, build them up a lot.
You better protect Starscream.
Yeah.
I will do my best to protect Starscream. I'll make sure she stays near Fang.
Yeah,
Yes, they then
exactly.
protect that tiger from Fang.
So anyway, you return to baby Starscream, and Felix. That's the name. Yeah, I'll remember the Displacer Beast before I remember you.
Me too, honestly.
So while all this has been going on, Felix, the Displacer Beast has settled down pretty well, and seems to be napping in
Alright.
the box fort. What have you been doing?
I've just been let me think. Mostly just keeping an eye on little Starscream. But also in my inventory, I still have what is it? Like the Graris Folio of Blood that I've just sort of been thumbing through.
Oh, that's right. That young adult book I gave you.
Yep. So it's like, it's like a Kakashi Sensei thing. It's like I'm teaching little Starscream and, at 1 minute and then reading my young adult novel the next minute.
Gotcha. Okay. Roll me a 1d20 if you would.
Okay. Special R1G20.
Why did the light outside just come on? It's the tigers.
Watch
Tigers.
Watch
Oh
the
gosh.
sun.
Batten down the hatches.
I was just gonna ask you if Yardbirds.
Yes, I already. No, I did not put chickens up. Actually, they still need to be put up.
Well, you know why the fucking light just came on?
Oh, it's because the dogs are out. I forgot. Well, then the tigers aren't out there because they would have eaten Pippin already.
My poor corgi is like looking in the door like, guys. He's like,
Help.
Yeah, no, chickens have not been put up, but Magnus and Pippin have both been out there for a while, so it's probably safe. So yeah, you rolled a 9, okay. And the rest of the party here, minus Orsik, so Fal Dune and Wit, you locate Felix in the alley, reading a book while Starscream naps in his box fort.
Hey Felix, what's up?
Oh,
Kind of expected something worse.
hey friends, we're doing all right.
Right. John Durlug he seemed very dissatisfied with our battery of plans for this little displacer dude. He said he would take care of him while we were gone. Like, surprise, surprise, he asked us to do something else for him. And he said he would
okay.
take the little
I figured.
displacer dude in the interim while we were doing that.
Oh, okay.
As for long-term plans, I guess we could figure that out later. But John Durlug wanted us to go find, like, what was that? Like a gooch for him? Something like that? Like,
Okay.
I don't know why that's important. He seemed to really want it. It's like, ever heard of a beholder before? Like one of the big eye dudes?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it's like that, but like slightly shittier. And apparently there's one a couple days walk from here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds doable.
Apparently we gotta like get its eye and bring it back here.
Wait a couple of days?
Uh-huh.
Oh, great.
So I guess we should take the little dude over to John Durlug and then prepare to head out again.
Okay, I'm down.
Alternatively, I guess what we could do is take care of the displacer dude for the next day or whatever, how long it takes for us to, like, prepare to go out there and do that. And then, like, as we're leaving, it's like, hey, John Durlug, here's the little displacer dude. Because he seems none too keen on the idea of having a little displacer dude here in the town.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah, I mean, I was just telling him we could, like, teach him right from wrong and then it would be totally fine. He doesn't seem too keen on the idea, though. I guess he's, like, lame. Also, like, Johnny looks a fucking nerd. Like, what's he do all day? And it's like, I gotta go get the gooch gouth, whatever, like the eye of that, and it's Sapphire Sun. Here's exactly where you can find it. Like, holy shit, the guy must read books non-stop.
Yeah, he's like Mr. Find It. Which, I guess on the one hand is probably good for us, but yeah, it would be kind of nice if he would, do something every now and then.
Okay. It'd really be nice if it's like, the next thing I need is the Eye of a Gouth. Here it is.
I already had it.
Yep, ran to the store while you guys were off getting pixie blood for some reason, and I bought one.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking.
We're gonna find out this is just to keep us all busy because we're too big of troublemakers.
It's like, thank fucking God, they almost burned a building down the first time they were here. And we keep coming back with the stuff, and he's like, what, you actually got it? Okay, fucking Gouth Eye.
I don't know what.
Go
Go
hunt
to the
some-
cavern.
Go hunt me 10 snipes.
I'm gonna need some headlight fluid next. Gonna have to go into the forest and grab me a butt fuller. It's getting more ridiculous, but yeah. Like, is there anything we have to do first before we head out again? I'm honestly not too keen about like, oh yeah, we just like committed a crime against some displacer beasts. Now let's go back.
I mean, we need some climbing gear. Because I think I'm the only one with some pittons. You guys might want to pick some up too.
So, I know this isn't gonna help my cause of people thinking that I'm not a cheater. One of the 2 third-level spells I picked up was Fly.
Oh, good lord.
And,
I like it.
It's never felt more like I'm psychic in my life than having
You're
all these
well
spells.
prepared. You just like found all the utility spells and you're like, yes,
It's
I want
pretty
those.
awesome, I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's great.
I went against the route of like, yeah, I don't want like all my spells to be damage dealing spells, and then all the ones that aren't have been very useful.
Yeah.
So I'm down.
I'll take it as a compliment that I'm developing or giving you guys problems that are solved by
100%.
more than just hitting them with axes.
I know. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
So I think I'll be alright. But I'm down to get some climbing gear if everyone else does. Also, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Well, I mean, I feel like we've kind of bled this town kind of dry of its torches, but we are running a little low on the torch front.
Well, we're the only ones going outside, dude. We need torches.
Do you think
Well,
we could
I've-
get like a lantern? Or here's a question: do you think
Oh,
Jonderlug may be able to cook something up if we're like, hey, you know what would help us on like a 2-day march is like a perpetual light source?
I
mean,
mean,
we could try it.
So I'm thinking
kind of
like,
owes us.
I was also thinking we could do a thing where it's like get a lantern, but then we would just replace needing torches with needing lamp oil. And I feel like it's not, you know, it's not great.
Yeah, I feel like it's trading one problem for another.
Yeah. Maybe we could make that a priority, where I have a feeling we're going to go back to Jonderlug and it's like, hey, we need like a light source that never goes out. And he'd be like, yes, I know a dragon nearby we could get one of those from.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Yeah. Alright, so like maybe we could ask him about that when we drop off the little displacer dude. Alright, so first step, climbing equipment. Second step, light.
Third step, drop herbs off to Lade.
Oh yes, of course. Of which I have kept a careful track. Oh, what do you have for me? Oh, you know, 7 of this, 8 of that.
I don't know. It's all in the sack. Plump.
Here we go.
Sack full of herbs. Enjoy.
Torches, no. Used up torches that we're carrying for some reason, no.
Bunch of eggs. No.
Why the fuck does this one say dragon egg real? I don't know. Must be a dragon egg somewhere. Duh. Alright, do we hit up Laude first, or? Oh, do we want to go find Orsik, bring him back, or?
Oh, he's at the blacksmith. He'll be there all day.
That sounds like,
Truth.
sounds like him. Alright, you want to head over to Laude, drop off the herbs? Give us
Yeah.
some street cred before
Sure.
we... Maybe that'll give us good karma when we go buddy with the shopkeeper.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it. Felix, do you want like me to watch this little dude while you go do that? Like, it seems like you've been carrying the parent duty for a while. I feel kind of bad about it.
I'm kind of indifferent. I don't mind. He seems to be behaving fairly well, but I do also think you're probably more knowledgeable
Alright,
when it comes to little displacer beasts.
how about this? I think it would probably make for a better story to hear you interacting with shopkeepers, so I'll stay here with this little dude.
I do love that.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I could be entertaining.
I feel like keeping
Okay.
morale up in these dreary times may be What a noble goal. And one, may I
Okay.
dare I say that you're quite good at doing.
Yeah, I'm down.
Alright, sweet. I really just needed time to take notes.
Yep, and I'm looking for my. I know I downloaded that PDF of. So I was referencing for the longest time a PDF that someone had made of like all the item like D&D like items and their prices at various like scarcities and different shops.
Mhm.
And then whoever it was, I had never copied it, and whoever it was threw it away. So it was no
Oh,
longer in their
rude.
drive. So my link doesn't work. But I don't know if I actually saved it because I don't seem to have it here.
Oof.
Let's see if Googling it helps. This is from 2009.
Hmm.
Nope, not gonna work. All right, I'll just pull it up for one of these. All right, so you're headed over to try and buy some equipment, right?
Oh, I thought we were going over to
Oh,
Cloud
right.
Cloud
Sorry,
Ace to give the herbs.
Yep,
Yeah.
totally with you. I was listening the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I've done that
Yeah.
before.
So you enter Laude's shop and find her kind of sitting behind her desk. She seems to be filling out a ledger or some documenting some accounts or something. And she looks up as you walk in, and there's just dark circles under her eyes, and she just looks exhausted. Oh, I see you've made it back safely again. Did you manage to find any of the herbs I was looking for?
Yeah,
I probably
Yeah,
would
we
give
got
those
some.
to Felix first.
Yeah, I got yours. Here we got these are courtesy of Fal Dune. I hand over whatever Fal Dune had, which I don't have record of.
I believe that was one coneflower and I think one valerian. Sounds like what I had.
Yep, alright. Here's some yarrow and some golden seal.
All right.
Stuff. And then well, I guess I'll just hand over. I assume Orsik would have given us his supplies.
I was just about to say that too. I know I'm not with you guys, but I have a fevery. I think that's what you called it.
Fever
That
fever?
I had picked up.
Fever
I
few?
can't. Yes. I think I would have given it to them, or at least to Felix, since he's pretty much carrying everything anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
If the DM's okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Alright. So there's that. And wait, you got anything or?
I have,
I know you're usually
Dip-
good about seeing things.
depending on how accurate this is from a few weeks ago. Looks like I got some coneflowers, some valerian, and some golden seal.
Laude gratefully accepts everything across the counter. Thank you. This is going to help us quite a bit. Things are starting to get worse. We've reached what should be the end of winter, and we're moving on into spring and summer. But with the way that everything is, plants aren't growing correctly, and we're starting to run low on food. So people are starting to get sick, and due to lack of nutrition. So I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be able to hold out like this if something doesn't change. But these herbs, these will help. Although I'm afraid that it may get more difficult to find them as we move further into this odd, strange, misty time.
Hey, Loudy, can I ask you a question?
Of course, anything for you.
We've been running around doing a lot of things for Dunderlog. What do you think of him? Is he legit?
Donderlug?
Yeah.
I mean, I've not had many dealings with him personally, but I've heard no ill of him from those around town.
Okay.
I don't know how many people I don't know that most people have business with him. seeing as he mostly deals in magical wares, and there's a lot of people that just have no need of that. But those few who I have dealt with seem to think well of him.
Good to
That's good
know.
enough for me. Oh, and here's the silver pieces you wanted. I handed her 5 silver pieces.
She looked at you quizzically. I don't think I asked you to
Girl,
get
just take it.
silver.
Are you sure about that? Because I have it written down here on this parchment that I was scribbling on when I was chilling with Starscream. It's just got all the herbs on it, and it says 5 silver pieces at the bottom, clearly like written into the margin.
She smiles and sweeps the silver across the counter, depositing it in a small box. I'll make sure that I use that to buy more supplies to help people around the town. Thank you.
Perfect.
You're a good man.
Thank you.
Well, is there anything else that I can help you with?
Nope. I think we're good for now.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
All right. If you could keep an eye out for more herbs, and beyond that, sources of food are getting to be just as critical as anything else around here. So if you find any way to bring back more supplies, that would be wonderful.
Well, don't tell anybody where I got these from. It may have been from the town guard, I don't know. But, I do have a couple of rations I can spare. I know it's not a lot, but I'm sure you need it more than we do. And,
Well, if you have anything to donate, I can keep it in reserve for someone who's sick and needs it to help heal.
from my big pack, I'll pull out 7 meals worth of rations.
She gratefully accepts
Thank
that and stores it away in a cabinet behind the counter. Thank you. I fear that we're going to need this as things move on. The old and the weak are already starting to get sick just from not getting enough to eat, and another meal or two could make a big difference for some of them.
Well, anything we can do to help. And we will keep our eyes peeled.
Thank you. That's all I can ask. You've done so much already.
Alright. Well, be well. And we'll see you later.
She nods. And same to you. Please stay safe.
We'll certainly try. Alright.
Cool.
Mission accomplished.
Well done.
All right. Where to?
Shoot, you guys probably want some climbing gear. I mean, I have some rope and pittons, but we're probably gonna want some more.
I'm good. I've got that flying ability.
Well, then Orsik and I are going to want
Yep.
some.
That's fair. Yeah, okay.
So, general store, I guess?
I'm still drooling at the blacksmith, but sure.
I was gonna say the blacksmith might be
Oh, might be a
able
better...
to make them as well. I guess the general store might have them. We could try there first.
Yeah. Try there and then move to the next one.
Alrighty.
All right. So you're headed to the general store first.
Yeah.
All right. So you enter the general store, and the shopkeeper, who did I write down a name?
Shoppy McShopperson.
Yes.
I think it's Starscream.
It's actually Sir Shoppy McShopperson.
Oh, of course.
He was knighted. The shopkeeper sees you come through the door and comes over to your end of the counter. Yes, what can I help you with?
We were looking for some gear that would help us climb like a sheer cliff with relative ease. If you happen to have any such equipment.
Well, let's see. And he goes and walks down a shelf and begins picking things off of it. I think some pythons. I do have those. Obviously rope. Some good rope will do you well. Perhaps a crowbar in case you have to loosen any rocks to make room to climb through. Yes.
Absolutely.
Uh, a hammer to put the
Hmm?
pythons in. Do you have a grappling hook?
We could always use another.
Okay. Okay. Um, anything else that you can think of that you might need? I think that might cover you.
Probably are good. What do you think, man? Are you dying at the another direct grappling hook here?
I'd love another bedroll.
Yes, we've got those as well.
Oh goodness. I
So-
lent out my last one.
So how many pythons do you need?
I think I have some already. I have about 10 already, but we're gonna be climbing cliffs in basically a cave. Ever heard of like a beholder cave? They like
One
blast
from
it
the back.
out, kind of
I'm-
sheer cliffs apparently. So we'll probably need quite a few.
Well, I'm not much of an adventurer myself. I mostly stick to keeping the store. Yes.
Right.
Smart man.
That's a good career. I had one like that
You'll
once.
live longer.
So, how many? I think I have, and he kind of picks through a small bucket of them. Looks like I've got about 11 here.
I think we'll take all 11.
Ah, very well.
Yeah.
All right, and then rope in 50-foot lengths. How much rope would you like?
Let's see. I think I actually have quite a bit of rope. We might be good on that front.
Extra rope's always needed.
Okay.
I'm sure I have some in my pack somewhere. I just don't have it actually written out in my inventory.
Well, you heard her. How much rope you got?
Well, I had someone come in and buy a lot of it the other day, but I think I still have about 200 feet left.
We'll take it.
A lot of rope.
All right. That is keeping track here. All right. That covers the rope and the pythons. Hammer. Got a simple
yeah,
hammer
hammer.
here. Do you think you'll need more than one?
I'm gonna assume Orsik has one.
Is likely correct.
But is it a hammer that he can wield one-handed while climbing a wall?
Yeah, probably not.
This is Orsik, so yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I honestly I don't remember if it's a one-handed hammer or two. If you have a one-handed war hammer, you're probably covered.
I do have a one-handed.
Okay. All right, so no hammer. Grappling hooks. How many?
I'm gonna glance at Felix.
So I'm kind of sad. I'm particularly attached to my one.
Let's see. Each of us have 2 hands. I guess that could be 8. And then, like, if you have one more, you can make it 9. So if you lose one,
And then round it up to a nice even 15. Probably, I assume like one for everybody wouldn't go amiss.
All right.
Like
Well,
3.
I have 3 exactly, so that's
perfect.
perfect. And then the crowbar in case you need to loosen any rocks.
Yep. Probably. I'd assume just the one.
Just
crowbar
one,
would
yeah,
probably be Okay.
All right.
This dude's great at upselling.
He really is, though. Like,
a
I'm all
master.
about it. This is why he's a good shopkeep.
in the
I was gonna
next
say he knows his clientele. He's like, these people have money.
in the next couple
Ah,
days,
yeah.
it'll be like, and then you need beer for when you're falling down. You know, you need to
Ooh,
make
you're
yourself
right.
happy again.
I do need beer.
All right. So we've got the pythons, rope, grappling hooks, crowbar. It's probably going to be dark where you're climbing. No.
I assume so.
Yes. How
do you-
did you know?
Do you need candles, torches, lanterns?
You have more torches?
Yes, I've got a few more. I restocked.
Meow. I have a lantern which I'd rather tie to like my belt. So if you have any more lantern oil, that'd be nice.
It's got to be in here somewhere. Ah, yes.
Got everything.
Yes, I have oil. How many flasks would you like? And I'd say a flask of oil, probably. Let's say 2 hours, just to make a nice round even number.
I like that. I don't know how long we're gonna be climbing. Give me like 3 flasks of oil.
All right, 3 flasks of the oil. Okay. Candles, torches, any of that?
Hmm.
I'll take 1 candle.
All right, 1 candle for the big man.
Because you never know. Well,
How's
I
the
think that's all
torch
I need.
supply?
Currently we've got 5 unused torches.
But we were gonna talk to Genderlug about maybe
yeah.
possibly having a different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I think that's good for right now. If we need
Yep.
anything else, I'll come back.
Yep.
All right, and any food?
Well, this guy's good.
I know.
I also have ladders. Rather heavy. Large. You know, if you're going to be climbing, ladders can help.
Oh, I think we're okay with the ladders.
Hey Felix, could you fly that ladder over there for me?
No, pass me
All
the
right.
ladder.
All right. Will this be everything then? I've got
Yep.
11 pythons, 4 ropes, 3 grappling hooks, 1 crowbar, 3 oil, and 1 candle.
That sounds about right.
1 candle.
One sad
Alright.
candle.
A single scented candle. No, just a candle.
Unscented. As plain gets.
Hey, it's fall. It's clearly pumpkin spice.
Duh.
Yeah.
Sure.
As you sneak your way into the cavern, all of the defenders, do you smell pumpkin spice?
Mmm.
Okay. He's taken all of this and he's been piling it on the counter as you go over everything. And he goes back and he begins sketching out numbers on a piece of paper to total everything up, which I'm actually going to have to do here.
I feel that. Numbers, man.
You're welcome.
Which would get me to that. That would be this much, and then that much more for that much, and then carry the 17. And tax for dragons. All right. Total come to 25 gold, 7 silvers, and 3 coppers.
Alrighty. I'll just pay for that out of the stash.
Sweet.
And I'm sorry, could you go over the totals once more?
Yeah, 25 gold, 7 silver, 3 copper.
Okay. I hand it all over, now I just have to do the math. Okay. Because we do have that much, I now need to set everything at the proper value.
And I'm adding a list here of what you bought.
I appreciate that immensely. Okay. Bam. Alright, done. Math accomplished.
Yes.
Winning.
Alright. We've still got a little left over. Alright, well, thank you, sir. If we're not prepared for this trek now, we probably never will be.
Well, if you decide you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Sure do.
I'll make sure to keep ladders in stock.
Maybe one day.
Hopefully one day. Alright. Head back out, meet back up with our friends.
Yeah, shopping accomplished. Look at us.
We're getting stuff done.
Yeah.
Ladders.
One day.
You wish you were that bougie of an adventurer. You
I
get
know.
a horse and a wagon, you haul some
Jeez.
ladders with you, and a nice big tent.
Oh, please set up the ladder for me. No. I need to go kill this gooch. No.
Play those bandits for me, so I don't have to do it.
Oh my gosh, that's what Jonderlug is to us.
It's 100% my god. Just bring a ladder to him, walk away, don't explain it.
I need you to get to me. Drops ladder at door, walks away.
Alright. Are we getting the gang back together?
Think
I
so.
think that's most of our errands.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll meet back up with
With the boys.
Fal, I guess, and I'll assume that Orsik's there, but I guess that might not necessarily be the case.
I would still be at the blacksmith. You know, I'm like drooling over like the nunchucks and all the other cool stuff he has, trying out different great swords and realizing that I'm poor.
That's right.
Crying softly.
Only had money.
The blacksmith is wishing that you would finish changing and move on, scaring off all the other customers.
I've left a permanent stain on the cobblestone.
All right, so everybody else meets back up. What's the next move?
Oh, well. Oh, what do Yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it. Nope.
Oh, I was going to
Not
say,
enough
do we have enough rations? Do I need to go? If I remember correctly, my buddy barrel is still at the inn, and it still has some rations inside of it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be like several days journey, so we might want to stock up.
Oh, speaking of, deduct a day's worth of rations,
Alright, I got it.
which I think we were just
Got it.
I think we were denoting rations in 1 day's worth. So
Okay.
for the journey back here and dealing with the Pixies and yada yada yada, all that.
Okay. Does anybody want to use their own? Because I do still have 20.
I have 6 on my person. I'll just use those for now.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'll use up mine first so that I'll use up one of mine, but I'll take one out of the bag. So you have to carry away.
I also still have 40 raw eggs.
Those have to be bad by
Something
now.
tells me those don't smell good anymore, but I can't tell over Orsik's natural odor.
Could we?
I don't know. Let's find out. I'm gonna smell these raw eggs in my pack. Do they smell bad?
You take the raw eggs out of your bag, your charisma goes up by 4 points.
Sorry, I was reading something and got distracted. So you take the raw eggs out and give them a sniff, and you can't. They don't seem bad from here.
Wow.
Mm.
Good enough for me, and I'll put them back in my pack.
Perfect.
Yep.
So
That was surprising.
So I don't have. And sorry, Jacob, I'm clicking around in your character sheet.
It's
So if
okay.
I'm screwing you up on something, that's why.
It's like a roller coaster.
So it must be that. So Jacob, I see that you were being good and adding weights to your inventory.
I was trying to, and for things that I didn't know the weights of, I would just guess.
Yeah, and a lot of tiny things like whatever, who cares. I wanted to talk about that because I think we're about at the end of what we can do for this session because I don't want to take off and start this journey tonight.
Sure.
But I did want to talk about weight, and I wanted to see if we could add that in because it's something we've never really cared about before, and I feel like it could have an impact on our story here.
Especially
I
for
agree.
climbing. Like if
Yeah,
it's a
I'm fine with that.
climbing-based
Yeah,
thing.
I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
It looks like Felix already has weights in for a lot of his stuff.
I was
I
lazy
think
and I have not done anything with weight. I can tell you that.
Same
that's
here.
I didn't even take everything out of my burglar's pack and put it fully into my inventory. There's like a few things that I'm like, ah, yeah, 1,000 ball bearings, that's there.
That's fair.
Yeah, and if you want, we can roll through it real quick because I've got the page up in front of me, so we can add weight to all the stuff in your inventory and see what it shakes out to. I don't think anyone's going to be like encumbered or anything.
It's tough for me to tell because I am technically over the weight limit, but also part of being a Loxodon is that my like carrying capacity increases to that of a large creature, and I don't know how much that is.
That is a good question.
So I am carrying quite a bit of weight. I just don't know if it makes me encumbered or not.
Let's see. How much can you carry in 5? 15 times strength score. Means you're carrying. If you are a race with a powerful build ability, such as a Goliath, you become large. That means your carrying capacity doubles.
Sweet Jesus. So I'm sorry, you said 15 times my strength score?
I think that so that's calculated automatically, like what it should be. In your case, you'll just need to remember that all those numbers are doubled. If you go to your inventory and look under weight, you should
Okay.
have a max, encumbered, and heavily
Correct.
encumbered.
Okay.
So yeah, just
So technically I am regular encumbered.
okay. And let's see what the
So
numbers are.
I guess I could try to trim some of this stuff down.
Yeah, so if you want to make sure that your weights are set correctly, and it looks
Okay.
like you have
I know
options.
mine are.
Looks like you have options for weight per single item versus the total weight of the row. So depending on how you did your math. Kimberly, I'm on your sheet. Do you mind if I just add weights to
Oh,
it?
absolutely. That'll prevent me from bookkeeping, which I hate.
Let's see.
I know, I'm a weak girl, so I'm gonna have to drop stuff off at the inn.
I don't think so. Zero. So, and some of this, yeah, I don't know what the weight's gonna be, so we'll
Right.
guesstimate something. And I'm gonna say weight per single item, so that if we do multiple items, it's easier. You don't have to do the math.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Obviously, you can use yours however you like. 0 potions of healing, so that's a 0 there. Well, actually, I guess they'll be times 0, so we'll put the weight in anyway, and it just won't count because there's 0 of them. Let's say that 1 day of rations is 1 pound, and that makes it nice and even.
I like it.
Okay.
I'll take it. It's better than the 2 that I had in there.
Oh, is there a rule for that in here?
I was looking.
It is in the book as 2 pounds. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Wow.
I was making it up because it wasn't there, but no, it is there. So 2 pounds.
Okay.
Pythons are 1/4 pound. A bell. I don't know how much a bell weighs.
I think bells are mostly pretty negligible.
Yeah, it doesn't
But-
even list a weight, so it's
Yeah.
It's
worth
free. It's a freebie.
For any of those like really small things, I just put like 1/4 pound.
yeah. Some of it we're kind of making up as we go. Err on the side of caution, though. Yeah, I didn't expand your burglar's pack either.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff in there. Like the bell is from it, the 10 pittons are from it, and then I got bored.
I feel you.
All right, I'm gonna expand it. It's happening. Let's see, backpack. So you've already got a backpack, I think.
Yep.
So let's say 1,000 ball bearing.
We'll have plans for those one of these days.
Mhm.
I'm going to use them.
I didn't know when I'd use Expeditious Retreat, but I mean, it happens.
We're prepared for something.
10 feet of string. Yeah. Not gonna give any weight to that. 5 candles. Yeah, that has no weight either. A crowbar. You already had one.
Well, now Orsik has one.
Woo!
I was also
I-
thinking for him.
I
it's
think
like-
I already have one, but thank you.
Now we have 2!
Yeah, I can dual wield.
Oh, yes! No door stands a chance.
And you already had 10 pythons. So the 10 that are in here, are those the ones from your pack?
Yeah, those are the OG ones.
Okay, OG pythons, got it.
hmm
Hooded lantern. I know this is in here.
It's somewhere.
There it is. Wow, learn to type, Adam.
It's okay, words are hard.
It's okay. We all have to learn English sometime.
The 5 days of rations. Had you been counting those or using those at some point already?
I think so.
Okay. I'll leave that alone then. Tinderbox and a water skin. I think you've already got your tinderbox here. I thought I saw it. Nope, but we'll add it. And water skin is 5 pounds when full. Okay, so you are still 5 pounds short of encumbered.
Whoa!
Nice.
Did not expect that.
Room to spare. Even with 1,000 ball bearings, a crowbar, and 10 python.
You get some more stuff, and then give it to Felix to carry.
All right. Well, yeah, I just wanted to kind of see what that came up to, because I'd never really messed with it in a game before, but I feel
Yeah.
like it can have an impact. So, is anybody encumbered?
I am at the moment, but I'm sure there's some stuff I could rid myself of some extra weight.
I don't know yet. I still have to. I'm unpacking my Dungeoneer's pack. Probably what you just did.
I
Yep.
am currently encumbered by 12. I'm gonna say it's a pound. So I become
Yeah, I'll
encumbered
put it
at 60. I now have 72. I could probably offload some of this stuff, just so I don't have to carry as much of it.
Okay, so it looks like at encumbrance, your speed is reduced by 10 feet. And then at heavily encumbered, your speed is reduced by 20 feet, and you take disadvantage on any physical, physical check or saving throw.
Okay, well, luckily I'm not really close to heavily encumbered, so that's good at least.
I'm gonna make notes on that here. I think it adds some. It adds some decision making. You can't haul
Yeah.
out all 93 swords.
Yeah,
that you-
I can dig it.
No, I like that. It's more realistic.
Yeah. Rope from my bag says that it's 10. Is that like 10 weight? Sorry.
That's 10 pounds.
For
Yeah.
the whole 50 feet, or is it 10 per unit?
It is
For the whole
10 for
50 feet.
10 for 50 feet. Yeah. And your characters would know this. You can buy silk rope, which is 1 pound for 50 feet, but it is much more expensive.
Ah,
It's very bougie.
very bougie indeed. I need DM wisdom on my Azer shield and a D20 jade die, and I also need
Okay,
your...
the D20 is going to be nothing. It's just a
Okay.
dice.
Awesome.
We're not going to the whatever grams that is. We're not going to worry about it.
Cool.
On the
My eggs, I put in 0.11 because that was the average weight of an egg.
the average weight of an egg. I love it. Let's see. A shield. So a regular shield is 6 pounds. Let's say the Azer was able to do some fancy shit with that one because he's an Azer, so it's 5 pounds.
Cool. And then the strange metal ingot that I have yet to get identified, or it was sort of identified. It has magical properties, but I don't know what it is, and I can make it maybe into a dagger.
The strange, mostly unidentified metal ingot is going to be it's an ingot of metal. So let's say 5 pounds on that.
And then what about pythons?
Pythons were
What actually is a python?
a quarter pound a piece. So a python is like it's a spike that rock climbers drive into the rock to anchor ropes on.
It kind of looks like one of these. Oh, you can't see that because it's teensy. And that's just a bad color. Here. It's like a hook with a spike in it. So you drive the spike bit into the ground or into the rock, and then you put your rope through the hole bit. I believe is what a python is.
Alternatively, there's a picture of one in the chat.
Yeah, see, that's exactly
No,
what
no,
it's
no.
true.
Yeah,
I
and honestly,
just proved that.
the ones
I
you guys
can't tell
would
the
be,
difference.
the ones you guys would be using, it probably actually looks something like that. Rough
There you go.
board, or maybe even
Rust and all.
maybe even something like this, which is even simpler from a forging perspective.
Yeah, alright, cool.
So, but yeah, just it's a spike you drive into the rocks. You can tie ropes to it and give yourself a way to climb up.
Okay.
Alright, I am unencumbered by 6 pounds.
So, if you obviously, if you want to free up some space so that you have more carrying capacity and that your movement speed isn't impacted, you could. I'm assuming, obviously, you can do whatever you want, but you could leave stuff in town, either with Jonderlug, or maybe you could leave it with Laude, or pay the innkeeper to store it for you, or something like that.
Sure.
But now you get to make all the fun decisions of what do you keep and what do you leave.
Anyone want this 50 feet of rope?
I'll hold on to it.
Woohoo! Thanks. And I hand over 50 feet of rope to Felix.
I've got so much rope on me. My rope could span a football field.
We're gonna tie up so many people.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh, Felix has just a ton of stuff.
My decision is gonna be to just carry all the crap and be encumbered so that everyone else can at least travel lighter.
Well, the
You're a
problem
Stay in
is
the back. You're
If-
fine.
if your travel speed is significantly slower than everyone else's, then they'll either have to travel slower to stay with you or leave you behind.
We can always
Like we
hire a
always
dog.
do.
This is true. They keep leaving you behind anyway. So, anybody
Yeah.
have any questions about their 5th level feats or stats or anything, or need to know the weights of anything else?
I think I'm alright.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Fine for the moment.
Okay.
Next, I'll have to prepare a list of spells like fucking Logan did this time to perfectly hard counter any situation we come up against with a fucking gooch.
It's pretty great, I'm not gonna lie.
That worked out pretty well. No, good session. I think we did a lot of good prep, and I'm glad we could implement the weight stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you can obviously for the next week you can think about the things you want to leave behind, or if you think of something else that you're missing that you wish you had or that you want to have before you go after the Gauth. And then we can start that journey next week and get you moving towards that.
It's gonna be
Okay.
so much
Sounds
fun.
good.
So,
Have
all
fun.
right. Well, yep, I had a great time. Everybody
Yeah, that was awesome.
Stay safe this week, and let me check my calendar. I don't have anything special on the calendar, so I think we're okay.
Nah, I think I'm good
Nice.
too.
Huzzah.
Unless dumb things happen at work, but I should be good.
Yeah, I'll be good
Okay.
for until the end of the month.
Perfect.
All right. Well,
Right.
I appreciate all of you. Have a good week, and I'll see you next week.
Likewise, take care,
See you
everybody.
later.
Bye.
Be well.
See ya.